Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Hashem, YAHAWASHI, Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to my Akim, Wathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. And today it's just going to kind of be a bit of a spiritual check-in. Yeah, I think that's the best term. I was going to say something else, but that's a spirit. A spirit sometimes just when if you're working on something. Let's say you're you're constructing this tower, all right, or this building and whatever, and then the Lord makes some way where you accidentally tear it all down, all right. You shouldn't be don't get discouraged at that. The thing is just that the Lord wants you to start over and do it again, and it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better than what you were initially attempting to make. All right, and the reason why I say that is because sometimes when I write drafts and stuff like that, and then I accidentally either the computer shuts off, the phone thing, it doesn't get saved or whatever, all right, and then I have to start all over. Initially, I'm like, damn, I wrote all that stuff and now I have to start all over again. But then then I'm like, you know what, it's fine. Let me go again. And then as I'm making it, and then when I see the progress that I made, I realize that I did a lot better compared to the initial draft that I made, that I had made. All right, so oftentimes, you really need to just, accept and understand that, that's just the Lord. That's the Lord sometimes telling you that you can do better, right? Speaking of doing better, all right, we also need to be doing better in the times that we're in right now, all right. And the reason why I say is because, well, let me get some precepts right quick. Second Ezra chapter 9 from the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right. So, if you know, January 1st, I think it was January 1st, there was a large influx of people traveling for the New Year's. And I think there was from what I heard, there was a plane crash in Korea, I believe it was, or from South Korea, where a bunch of people had died, and they were reporting all that stuff, and judgment has been going out. And also, it's kind of weird, I guess. It's kind of weird that last year there was earthquakes in funnily enough, let me read this. Let me read this. Verse 3, 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 3. Therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Alright, so funnily enough, last year, in the I think January 1st of 2024, what happened was there was earthquakes in Japan, all right. And then one thing I just find a little bit weird is this, that first it was Japan, and now it's plane crash involving Korean people. So it is kind of a little funny. Kind of a little funny in terms of like, well, why are those subsections of people, getting judged? So judge at the start of the thing. I don't know why, but that was just an observation that I had noticed. Outside of that, for us, all right, we know that whenever stuff like this happens, these types of judgment goes out. It's it's just, it's judgment. Okay, it is judgment. All right, and the thing is that the the people that perish, they're not innocent. All right, so even though some people might have lost families and stuff like that. All right, but the Lord made it so that He would protect His elect. Okay, so be it that these so-called Korean-looking people, all right, died. All right, so and as well as the fact that there are Israelites that might look like they are so-called Korean, all right, and may ignorantly identify as so-called Koreans. All right, the fact of the matter is that the Lord protected His elect. Okay, be it that His elect were a part of said we're in the areas of some sort. All right, so the Lord's going to protect His elect, and then like that, because that was another thing. That was another thing where a brother had said that he was on an airplane one time, and there was, I think, I believe he said turbulence, and what was going on was everyone in the plane was starting to panic a bit, but that one brother, all right. It's funny because it's a beautiful thing, but it was funny because I believe I did tell the story before, but it was funny because the Lord, he said that the Lord was basically not going to let anything happen to that plane simply because He was in it. All right, and that's a beautiful thing because the number one, the inconvenience of landing in another country, if you like, or landing in another country, another place, or whatever, when you're trying to make your way home or whatever from whatever plane ride and stuff like that. Like that would be pretty annoying. And like imagine like you take a plane to fucking from America to South America, and you end up in Brazil. All right, you end up in Brazil or something like that, like because of a plane crash, but the Lord protected you. Like that would be very more than just inconvenient. All right, but the thing is that the Lord would protect you. All right, and on top of that, the earthquakes. Earthquakes have been a reoccurring thing. All right, I believe there was a lot of earthquakes either in 2024 or 2023 in California. All right, which California is known for its diverse population, which I believe that's another sign of the end in Matthew chapter 24, verse 6 to 8, I believe. All right, where there's going to be earthquakes in diverse places, and so these are again one of these signs that we're looking out for. All right, and the fact of the matter is that we are waiting for the Lord YAHAWAH to deliver us, protect us, help us get through these trials and tribulations and hardships. And with all the scary judgment, the so-called natural disasters around, number one, we should have faith that the Lord is going to protect us. But at the same time, a lot of people might just be afraid in general of all the judgments that's coming out, because even though you try your best to follow after the words of YAHAWASHI, if given that you are of the elect, all right, it still doesn't change the fact that if the Lord so decides, all right, we still can get judged. Okay, we can still be put to death. We can still be have something. All right, and the thing is that we need to be able to have faith all throughout it. All right. Revelation chapter 2 verse, I believe it's in 10. Revelation chapter 2 verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Okay, so we're supposed to be faithful unto death, trusting in the Lord even unto death. Okay, even if someone's pointing a gun right at your head, all right, and you're basically at the mercy of that person. Okay, what did Yahawashi say when he was wait, well, I want to get both of them out. I want to get Revelation chapter 13 after this. Lord willing, I remember. John chapter 19, verse 11, Yahawashi answered, Thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore, he that delivered me unto thee hath a greater sin. So Yahawashi was talking to Pilate and telling him, you don't have any power over me. And when he was saying, oh, if you talk to me, if you tell me, what's going on, I can get you out of this. I can pardon you. All right. But Yahawashi said, no, I'm not talking to you. You don't have any power. The only power you have right now is given to you from Yahawadah. Right. Romans chapter 13, verse from the top, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yahweh. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh. Right. So the powers. Let me read this verse 2 as well. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinances of Yahweh, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. Okay, so we're not supposed to be resisting. And it's like that was another thing. The spirit, where the Black Panthers and stuff like that, they wanted to. Are they about to hit? Okay, so like the Black Panthers, okay, they were so fixated on trying to deliver themselves. Okay, they were very, what's the word? Adamant. Yeah, they were very adamant about wanting to fight back and to deliver themselves. All right, but they didn't have faith. They didn't trust, and that was one of the things that that one woman said. I forgot his name. I forgot the Black Panther leader's name. She had said the same way that you guys pray on your knees and you close your eyes was the same way that my husband was sleeping, and then the same way you guys sit and pray or get on your knees to pray to a God, and that the enemy can just kill you like that is the same way that my husband was basically killed. That's basically roughly paraphrasing what she was saying. But you basically get the general gist of what she was saying, where she was saying that us not doing anything, okay, is not gonna save us. But the irony of that stupid ass statement, okay, was that he was doing something. They were doing something. They all had gotten together to fight against the thing. So for her to make that disingenuous statement is very, that's very wicked, because she's just trying to and fuck it, that's the way that Esau talks, and people take Esau's tools to do to try to justify their actions. They try to frame things a certain way, okay? And the way that she was framing it was like, if you don't do anything, even though what we were doing something, we were trying to fight back, okay? And then her husband failed, okay? As a result of that, she was saying, you guys, black people, need to keep on trying to do something, even though what we were doing failed, okay? But what does the Lord say, all right? I want to get this as well, but hold on. Okay, so yeah, let's get both of these. First, Psalms chapter 27, verse 14. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Now also, Proverbs chapter 20, verse 22. Say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on the Lord, and he shall save thee. Alright, so the Lord told us to wait. The wisdom is in waiting, and in waiting we will be delivered. Okay, and that was the thing. We haven't been praying to the Lord. Like we've been praying to that white idol Jesus. All right, of whose real name is Caesar Borgias. All right, we've been praying to a white idol. We haven't been praying to our true power. Okay, we haven't been repenting. We haven't been doing, what we are supposed to be doing. It's only, what's it called? Recently, okay, in most, I think isn't it 1969? I think someone said. I believe it was in the 1960s. That's when people. That's when I think the One West doctrine or something like that first. Slocky, I don't know the history about that. That's not like information that you can just access easily. But basically, you get the point of how it is through stuff like this that Slocky, you get stuff like this that where this is what's going to actually deliver us. And on the supporting factors about that is how, in general, the prophecies have been, coming to pass, and we've been seeing more and more things, more and more signs and stuff like that. Like Elon Musk and his Neuralink. Like, honestly, like last year, I heard of Elon Musk, and Saki, that's another thing. That's another aspect of it. I heard Elon Musk, or brothers have been talking about how at the end of 2023, Saki, the start of 2024, we all heard Elon Musk was working on Neuralink. He got his first guinea pig person, whatever, to successfully make it. And now he's working on. He's now, as in today, he's working on getting more and more people to implement it and put it into their bodies. Now the thing is, back then we could come to the educated guess and conclusion that yes, Elon Musk was going to be involved with government affairs, like they're going, or maybe what they would do was they would get Elon Musk technology, and then just say, hey, we want to use your stuff for the thing. We didn't, and while we couldn't have predicted, maybe everyone didn't predict 100% that Elon Musk was going to specifically be a part of Donald Trump's cabinet, Donald Trump's circle of whatever of officials and stuff like that. We didn't say pinpoint that Elon Musk was going to be a part of politics just as Donald Trump was. Well, we did generally we got it on a general. We understood it on a general level, maybe not specifically. Slocky for stuttering so much, but sometimes it's hard to articulate. But basically, it was understood, and it was very easily predictable, but not to the people that are not in the know. And that's the thing. Like we knew that Elon Musk was going to get involved, but we just didn't know when. We didn't know all the exact details. On December, whatever, Donald Trump announces that Elon Musk is a part of his political cabinet or something like that, all right? So, yes, we didn't know about the specifics. We did know that it was basically an inevitability, okay? Now, on top of that, in addition to that, we also have the stuff like the MOTB, coming on the horizons, all right, where what's it called? They're gonna implement the whole digital currency and stuff like that. Like this is still in the works. All we have is just these not suggestions, but like these context clues that are ultimately leading to that one to all these one things of the because the thing is, we don't care about specifically about Elon. We care about prophecy being fulfilled. Okay, and if Elon is the next best thing, because it might not be Elon Musk that does it. Maybe, because that's the thing. Slakia, I keep on hopping up off different topics, but that was the thing with Andrew Yang. All right, he was the political candidate for he wanted to be the political candidate for the Democrats in 2020, I believe. And what happened was he dropped out. He mysteriously dropped out. I don't know. No one knows why and all that stuff. It's just like, okay, well, he's not doing it anymore. But one of his ideas was UBI, Universal Basic Income, where all American citizens would be getting $1,000 a month just to help pay for any of these of their necessities. Now these devils stole that idea and they want to implement it, but the thing is they're going to give it off of as an incentive, okay? An incentive of, if you take this CHIP, then we'll give you the UBI. Hey, it can be 1,000, it can be 2,000, it can be whatever, right? That's how they are doing stuff, all right? Because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, if Andrew, I thought it was too good to be true. I thought like they were basically going to not necessarily solve homelessness, but solve so much a lot of problems in America. Like I can only imagine all the homeless people that would be getting $1,000 a month to be able to improve their living situations just a little bit better. Like that sounded too good to be true. All right, like I genuinely was like, I was thinking like, damn, like that sounds fire. But of course, Esau being the devil that he is, he had to ruin something. Okay, and I don't even know that dude, Andrew Yang. He's what seems to be a Moabite. All right, so I think he said he's not from China. He was born in America. That's why he was eligible to become the president. But the thing was, his lineage was of so-called Chinese descent. So, it was because of that. Like, I imagine like they don't want no, just like they don't want no Jake to become president and make stuff right. They don't want no freaking Moabite or so-called China or any other heathen that's not Edomite to go fixing problems that could have been that are Slakia, what's it called? Honestly, like realistically speaking, I'm pretty sure if Andrew Yang actually became the Democratic presidential candidate, I think he would have won by a landslide if people were expecting him to keep his promise for the UBI. I think like he literally would have like. I mean, I was hearing some people that wasn't with it, which I think is fucking stupid. But outside of that, I think like 90% of the population would have voted for him, and like it just would have been crazy. Anyway, but yeah, let's lock it up for that. I guess soliloquy or whatever like that. Like that kind of just went off topic. My prayer system was edifying. The main thing, the main takeaway is just looking at these signs and stuff like that. Like things will never get good. Hearing Andrew Yang potentially become president, that was like one of the better things of improving, I guess, Jake's situation and other people's situation, because there's a lot of homelessness in around the world. Actually, I think it's been worse. It's been getting worse. Homelessness has been getting worse. All right. So and to have that improvement in people's lives, it's just, hey. But yeah, to have that improvement, it would have been very nice. But the thing is, now with what's going on, it's going to be a snare. All right, that UBI is now turned into a snare where if you want the 1,000 or 2,000, because I heard it was changed under Donald Trump's when he was talking about it. I heard that he was going to make it 2,000. So as a result of that, it's just like, if you want this, you have to, give up, sell your soul metaphorically, which you can't actually sell your soul. All right. So with that, praise that's most edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, GUATEMALANS, to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abad Ball, and Shalom.